What's up, everybody? Tony Lopez here with Alternative Living Spaces, standing in front of a 30-foot shipping container that we recently converted into a tiny home. You might be wondering where you find a 30-foot shipping container from. You actually take a 40-foot container, you chop off 10 feet, and then you re-weld up the back end. This unit is really one of a kind. It's probably one of the craziest builds we have ever done. It's got a really incredible rooftop deck. It's 100% off-grid, and it's RV certified, so it's on wheels. The first thing I want to show you, though, is the rooftop deck. Let's check it out. You cannot beat adding a rooftop deck onto a shipping container. This is definitely one of my favorite additions that people do. This was a pretty unique rooftop deck that we did. It's about 13 feet in length. Has that ladder or that staircase entry, and then all the railings on this actually fold down for transportation. So you can fold it down. It's RV certified, like I mentioned earlier. This one gets delivered to Central Nevada. It's going to be an Airbnb rental out there. And another cool thing that you'll notice up here are the solar panels. So we have 2,500 watts of solar mounted on top of this unit. So in Nevada, you get a lot of sun, a lot of daylight, so able to power the entire unit. Unit through the beautiful French doors, all glass, allowing a lot of natural light in. And the first space behind me is actually the bedroom space. What's cool about this space is we have a Murphy bed. So it's a fold down Murphy bed, really a great way to just utilize space. The client's gonna be putting in their own wardrobe to basically separate their living room and their bedroom space. And then a couple of features that we did in this one are just kind of unique modern windows. So tall, skinny window in the bedroom, long horizontal window in the kitchen. What I love about this unit is it feels really bright and airy. So we did shiplap interior sidewalls, we did smooth finish drywall ceiling, and we went with a really nice vinyl luxury plank flooring. It's more of a blonde color. It does complement really well with the kitchen. So we traditionally will do these butcher block countertops just with a natural oil on it to keep that natural color. 2-burner induction stovetop here, great for cooking. You also got your sink. We went the matte black fixtures on the sink as well as the hardware on the cabinets. This space right here is actually where the refrigerator is going to go. On top of that's going to be the microwave. And then opposite on this other side is actually a space where we typically will do like a collapsible bar top. So right here in this space, you can do a collapsible bar top, or maybe you want a bunch of storage. You can actually do floor to ceiling storage. It can function more like a pantry. So a lot of options that you really can get creative with the space. At the moment, this one is basically ready to have a lot of additional things added to it. So it is a little bit more open at this time. Above me is the mini split AC unit. It's a Senville, I think it's a 12,000 BTU model. It works great. The space feels really nice right now, and it's probably about 100 degrees outside. Right here is our modern sliding barn door. Went with the 5-light frosted panel, kind of a setup, the black hardware as well. And then going into our bathroom, love how this one turned out. Feels super nice and airy as well. We've got our vanity space, some floating shelves, an off-grid toilet. And then on this other side, we have our tile shower. So yes, it's a tile shower inside of an RV. One of the cool things about this unit being RV certified is it means that basically the unit can be financed as well as insured. It also helps a lot with regulation. So you'll notice in some counties it's difficult to have a container home or to get one permitted. By building it on wheels and having it RV certified, basically you can now put this anywhere that an RV can go. Before I talk about some of the off-grid systems and how we set this up to be completely off-grid, I just want to address one topic. You know, we get a lot of people that'll ask us questions like, you know, how is a container home RV different than a traditional RV? And it's a great question. What I would say is the benefit of a container home RV is going to be durability and longevity. Traditional RVs typically last, 15, maybe 20 years, but you'll notice, within 12 years, they're looking kind of run down. The interior walls are thin plastic. They get outdated pretty quickly, and it can be difficult to remodel it and get your value back that you put into it. With the container, what's nice is it's more durable than most traditional housing. You're in a steel box, so you don't have to worry about any natural disasters or anything damaging it. And then the interior is built like any other home. We do traditional framing, traditional interior finishes. So this is something that will not just last for your lifetime, but that can last for a couple generations. And so it really is a great asset and a good investment long term. Now a little bit about our off-grid setup on this. So right behind me we have, basically it's our electrical box for all of our solar components. We got our breaker box in the top left, our solar inverter, and then we also have our battery. This is a 10 kilowatt battery. It's a 5 kilowatt inverter. And like I mentioned earlier, up top we have 2,500 watts of solar. A couple other things that are on the back here. We have a fresh water tank. We're still finishing it out. We have a propane tank that we're going to be adding here today or tomorrow. And then on this side is actually our propane water heater. So one thing, when you're going off grid, heating elements usually consume the most power, that and the HVAC. So by going propane on, say, a stovetop or your hot water heater, you save a lot of power that way. And then lastly, that is our AC condenser for the mini split. So this is how we do it. I mean, this shows you this connection as well really quick. This is actually our water pump connected right here to the tank. So, man, you can really put this thing in the middle of nowhere. You can get a way bigger tank. We've had clients get 1,000-gallon tanks, connect their water pump, and then connect it to the unit. And then this toilet is a completely off-grid toilet. It's a basically like a composting toilet that they'll be able to empty out kind of on their own, but you don't need any black water tanks for that, which is nice. And then we have a gray water tank for your kitchen sink, your vanity sink, and the shower that gets mounted directly under the unit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of this 30-foot RV container tiny home. If you're interested in a model like this, I definitely encourage you to check out our website at alternativeliving-spaces.com. We got a variety of models that we build both on wheels and off wheels. We also now have some great financing partners as well. Also, if you're interested in doing your own build, you want to do a DIY container build, we recently have launched an entire masterclass teaching you exactly how we do our builds. You can also find that on our website. Once again, it's alternativeliving-spaces.com. We'll see you on the next video.